Well, it is time now for week number 2 of our Sustainable Soy Update series with the United Soybean Board. And today we're discussing farmers for soil health. Joining us now, Neal Bredehoeft, farmer leader who serves on the United Soybean Board's Value Alignment Committee, and he grows soybeans and corn in Missouri. Neal, thanks so much for joining us here for this week's update. Hope you're doing well.
Yeah, doing real well. Pleasure to be on here today.
Well, Neal, I know you've been using no-till and cover crops for years. Can you explain the long-term benefits you've seen on your farm and how the Farmers for Soil Health cost share program could help more farmers adopt similar practices?
Well, we've been no-tilling on our farm since about 1995, 100% no-till. And our main reason was at that time was soil erosion. We're on highly erodible ground, so that helped out there. And now we started to do cover crops probably close to 10 years ago, and we've seen that also helping prevent soil erosion. So that's probably the biggest reason we did that. But we've also seen the fact that the soil health has gotten a little better. We've seen organic matter go up in some of those fields just because of the use of those practices. So this Farmers for Soil Health partnership, it will really get folks, involved in cover crops and able to help the health of their soils.
Well, as I was looking at the program a little bit, it looks like it aims to double the adoption of cover crops to 30 million acres by 2030. What makes cover crops such a crucial component of improving soil health and crop resiliency, especially in the face of extreme weather that we continue to see off and on, Neal?
Well, I think that's probably a key part of it is with cover crops is the fact that, when you get those downpouring rains that have a tendency to move a lot of soil with a cover crop there with roots in the ground, you don't really see that. You don't see erosion, but also the fact that you can, even through dry times, those roots are growing there. Even it has the ability of that soil to maintain the moisture you do have. There's always a little moisture in the ground, even as you go through a dry time. That's going to help the cash crop that you're growing there.
Well, thinking about this too, how does the partnership between the corn, pork, and soy commodity groups, along with the National Fish and Wildlife Foundation, how does this support this Farmers for Soil Health initiative and provide financial assistance to farmers? Talk about that a little bit.
Well, that's a great partnership. That covers a lot of acres across this country that farmers can apply through their commodity groups and apply into this program. But it also provides not only the cover crop, but it's financial help by the payments that are made. But it also has technical assistance on in every state that is in the program, that they can go to an individual and say, okay, what's best cover crop in our area? So there's that support there, and also it's a cover crop program, yes, but it also is going to add, I think, soil health benefits to across the country wherever it's used, that will help farmers be able to reap some of those benefits there as we go forward.
What makes this cost share program's enrollment process stand out? And also with that, how does the use of satellite monitoring kind of simplify the reporting and verification process for participating farmers? Can you touch on that a little bit?
Well, I'll just relate my experience with it. We enrolled some acres. Well, it's been a year ago now, and it was really easy. We had our FSA maps. We just uploaded those, and they could see the fields there. It's really pretty simple application process. And of course, with the D10, with the satellite imagery, we never had to say, okay, we had cover crops here, we didn't have them there. They could see on those fields that we had them. So it's really a very simple application process. It's really a lot more simple than a lot of programs out there now, to where with that satellite, it verifies that yes, there was cover crops on there. And, you really have a minimal amount of paperwork that, you've got all those papers anyway. You got those maps. So, I mean, it's pretty simple to apply. And, I would encourage anyone to apply.
Well, as we kind of close out this week's Sustainable Soy Update, Neal, can you explain how Farmers for Soil Health will impact sustainability efforts across the country and how it's going to help a role in helping farmers meet some of the environmental and production goals as global demand grows?
Well, I think, one part that I didn't mention was the marketplace, which is being developed. And we've got some companies that are looking at buying products, commodities off of the farms that are enrolled, because they are sustainable and they use this cover crop program, and they also sustain their soil health. So I think that's a key part of this program that a lot of programs don't have. That down the road, we will be able to actually sell into whatever company that wants sustainable products. So I think that's a real key part to it, that I think will be add value back to the farmer, as we go forward.
Well, I know folks can go online to learn more. Farmersforsoilhealth.com, farmersforsoilhealth.com. And we appreciate the time on this week's Sustainable Soy Update. Neal Bredehoeft with United Soybean Board, farmer leader from Missouri. Thank you for joining us. Always good to talk with you. Appreciate the time.
Well, thank you, Jesse. I appreciate the opportunity to be on here and talk about this program, because it has a lot of value for the producer.
It absolutely does. A lot of value to the producer. Farmersforsoilhealth.com for more. That is this week's Sustainable Soy Update here on AOA.